Hello and welcome back. This is where we got up to the last video. This was our output. This is our input. Sorry, our code. Okay. So we are going to continue. Today we are going to create a database and connect it to our system so that we can insert the data. It is simple in PHP and we are going to use simple method so that you understand. Let's click on this and create a new file. I want to name it db/connect db/connect, or let's say _connect.php. Okay, so db_connect.php. Press enter. Then PHP syntax will come here. And then we start coding. We create variables here. So the server name is going to be localhost. Then the next variable we are going to create is the username. In XAMPP is root. All these are basic and default credentials for XAMPP. If you have changed it, then you have to use your credentials. Okay, let's move on. Then the next variable we are going to create is the password. And again, in XAMPP, it is blank by default. Okay. Then the last one is the DB name. That one is the name of our database we're going to create. We'll do that one very soon. So let's name it PHP login. I want to use the same name here. Okay. You can name it any name you want here. But if you are creating your database, it must be the same name. So let's copy it before we continue. Okay. So after that, you type a variable, or you create a variable named con. This one you can name it any name you want, but developers of PHP mostly name it con, and even other developers name it con. Okay, so con is equal to my SQLi underscore connect. Okay, connect, and this is a function in PHP that is used to connect database. Okay, so it takes 4 parameters. The first one is the username, and we have the server name. Okay, the server name. So it's a server name. We made it to be root, but because it is in a variable, we have to put the name of the variable here. Okay, but if we didn't put it in the variable, then we can put the root here. Okay, I hope it's clear. Then let's move on. The next one is the username. The username too, we put it as root here, but it's in the database, it's in the variable, so we should put the variable here, name here. Okay, so that is that. The next one is the password. Okay, and the last one is the DB name. Now you have seen the logic, so you understand it. Okay, after that we check and see if it has connected. If it has connected, you won't see any error. If not, we see errors. But before we do that, let's copy the name of the database and go to our XAMPP here. Let's go to the XAMPP and create the database there. So open the XAMPP and come to the MySQL. That's why I asked you to start here and here. We are going to use this one. Okay, the MySQL, that's the database we are going to use. So click here, the admin, and then it will take you to the backstage of the database. Then you create a new database here. Okay, and then you name it with this name. Let's wait small. You name it with this name. The one we copy is a must. Otherwise you get errors. So let's copy and paste here and click on create. Okay. There's error. Why? already exists. Okay, so I think there's the same name here. So let me click this one. Oh, okay, oh, we can even use it if there's the same name. Don't let us bother ourselves. Let's use it. It seems I've already done that. Okay, so if you haven't done that, then you do that. Okay, but I want us to do it from the scratch. So please, let's go to operations and then delete the database. So drop database. Let's drop it. Let's drop it and start it from the scratch. Okay, so let's go to new database and type PHP login. Click on create. It has been created. So let's create some tables. Okay, so the table we will need first name, last name, email, gender, and password. 4 columns will be okay. So let's name the table to be users, and then 4 columns is okay. So let's click on create, or we can even add one. I'll add one later because we need ID, but we didn't add the ID column. So let's click on the ID. The first column will be the ID. So it will be integer type. And let's come here and click this to be auto increment so that we will not type the ID numbers as we insert the data. It will type automatically by itself. Okay. And it will also be a primary key. So this one is the database primary key. You should know this things. Okay. Then the next column is the first name, first underscore name, and then that one I'll make it varchar data type, and then the length will be 255. You can name it any length, but let's make it 255. Okay. Then the last name, that one to be varchar 255 is okay. Then we have gender. Let's make it varchar for gender. Let's make it 100. It's okay. Then let's add one column here. So we go here. Okay, we add one column. Then we make the column that we add to be password. Okay, the password too, I want it to be varchar 255. So after that, you come to the save part here. You click on save. It will save. Okay, now that is created, if you click inside the users, you can see that it has been created, but it is fresh. Nothing is in. Okay, nothing is in. So you see first name, last name, gender. If you didn't add email, sorry, you're supposed to have added email. So let's do that. Let's go to the structure, and if we are learning how to update the database, so it's good. So let's create one column here after the last name. So go to after last name, okay, one column, and then let's name it email. Okay, so email, the varchar is here 2552 is okay. Then let's click on save. Okay, so after that we go to browse, and then we go to browse and we see email has come here. Okay, so that is that. Then let's go to continue the code in the project. So after this, you type if not con, this con, mean if there is no connection. Okay, if not con, there is die. If not con, die, and you want to die with a message fail to connect. Okay, fail to connect. else echo data connected successfully, or let's say connected. Connected successfully. Let me put, there's arrow here, let me put a semicolon here. Okay, so this is the simple connections. Let's see if it works. So we have to go to the local host, then we type the name of the folder, then we delete this one and type it and type db -connect .php. Okay, press enter, and then you see connected successfully. But if, let's say, I made some distortion here, meaning the database name has changed here. If it happens and I go to refresh, you see there's errors here. Okay, there's errors here. Okay, so it means our connection is successful. Now I want to make this, if it is connected, I don't want to create any, I don't want to add any connected here. I don't want to add any connected successfully here. Okay, so if it refresh, you will see nothing, meaning it has connected. Okay, so we will end here. The video is getting too long. I don't want that. So let's end here, and in the next video we actually insert data into our database. Thanks for watching.